Hello, everyone. Let me just get this set up and so I can see your comments. Let's see here. All right. And I want to make sure I can see your comments. And it looks like I can. I hope everything's okay. Looks like I'm frozen, but maybe I'm back on. So as you get the notification, say hi, jump on. I am going to minimize this just for a second. Okay, that looks good. Okay, and make sure that I'm up and running. Yes, all right, now move myself over and we will get started. Hello, everyone. I'm Terry Hartley at Rustic Barn Cards. Welcome, Stampers. I'm so glad you're here. If you get that notification, hop on and say hi. There was a lot happening in the Stampin'Up world, and I can't wait to share some of that with you. So this is my first day of my catalog kickoff because, yay, our January to June 2022 catalog is live today. That's right. You can order from the new catalog. And not only that, celebration is going on too. So I will tell you all about that when I turn the camera down in just a few minutes. My plan is to come live for the next 3 days. So today, tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and share some new products, some card inspiration with you. So I hope you'll be able to join me. Now, tomorrow is Thursday. Tomorrow is Wednesday. Today is Tuesday. Today is Tuesday, January 4th, 2022. And if you see that live up in the corner, you know you're watching this live. Otherwise, you're watching the replay. But either way, I'm glad you're here and I'm glad you found me. And I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. I'm not sure that I said that or not. So the prizes and things that I give away today during my live or offering that is for the United States. Although I do have an ordering special and part of that can be worldwide. So I'll explain that as we go. And I hope I am not frozen, but it looks like I could be. So I wonder if I can, I think maybe I'm okay. Just have to love technology. I tried to turn everything off so I would have plenty of bandwidth to get on and do my live. But if this doesn't work, we will go to plan B, right? Okay, well, I haven't been live since December 14th. So I want to give some prizes out. And I want to say congratulations to Judy Newquist. You were the winner of the random drawing for leaving a comment on my last live. And it was the cards with better than. So those, and you're, Judy, you're from Iowa, as you know, and I know, and I have your address, so I'll get those sent off to you. And then congratulations to Cindy Wiley of Illinois. You won the acetate cards for ordering from me, and I have your address. So thank you. And I just look like I'm frozen, so I'm really not sure whether just to keep going. So let me know if you can see me or not. And I am going to continue, but hopefully everything is good. All right, so today I would like to let you know that leave a comment and you'll be in a random drawing for one of the cards that I make today. Oh, good, Deb. Hi, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you can see and hear me okay. Thanks for jumping on. And if you share my video, you'll be in a random drawing for this Magenta Madness ribbon. And this is one of our this magenta madness. We still have that color, so this ribbon would go really well with cardstock and the ink. If you place an order with me this week, you'll be in a random drawing for the 6x6 Bedazzling Specialty paper. I also have some other ordering specials, so you could even get more than that. So share the video, leave a comment, and you'll be in for the drawings. And like I said, this is my kickoff, and I'm going to turn the camera down. And for some reason, it seems like when I haven't been on for a while, then sometimes I forget how to do that. But I do remember, and which is good. But I need to turn on a little bit of light. And I did forget to check to make sure that everything is set up as straight as I can. Okay, so here we have our brand new mini catalog and celebration. Celebration, what is that? Well, that means for a qualifying order of $50 or $100, you can choose free product from the celebration catalog. And this is going on starting today through February 28th. So for 2 months. And it has stamp sets, designer series paper, and I'll be sharing more of that with you this week. And then our mini catalog is live today, which means I can actually open the catalog, and I'm so excited to do that. And today we're going to be working with, on page 8 and 9, the Sweet Talk. It's a Sweet Talk suite. And we are going to be using this beautiful Sweet Talk Designer Series paper. And the stamp set and the new ribbon and the dies. And like I said, I'm going to be on tomorrow. I don't know what time tomorrow. I will be Thursday and Friday. I will be on at 1 p.m. But today I'm going to my daughter's, and I'm not sure I'll be back by 1. She lives an hour away, but I will be on sometime tomorrow. So just watch for that notification. Okay. I'm having a January card class on Zoom, January 28th, 6 to 8 p.m. And I'm going to be using the same stamp set that I'm using today. So Sweet Conversation. So that is the name of the stamp set I'm going to be using to make 2 cards today. And neither one of the cards will be in my January card class. So these are kind of extra ideas. But this is the stamp set that I will be using for my Zoom card class. The cost for the card class is $40. You will receive a roll of ribbon, iridescent rhinestones, designer series paper, and the card kit and tutorials to make our cards. And you can find more information at rusticbarncards.com. Then really quickly, because I know we want to start stamping, but there's just so much going on right now, is my monthly stamp club. It is $30 a month, and for that $30 a month for January, you will receive a stamp set. So you will receive the stamp set, Love and Happiness. You also will receive a video tutorial and a card kit for 6 cards. And you can sign up at rusticbarncards.com and get more information. And you can do this by the month. So you're not signed up for, 3 months or 2 months. It's just by the month. Although if you do sign up 6 months consecutively, you do earn a free stamp set. And then I have teamed up with 2 other demonstrators, one in Australia, one in Canada, and we are the online crafting trio. And we are going to put on a retreat in February. So February 12th for those of us that live in the United States or Canada. And this is a retreat in a box that will be sent to your home. You're going to have a goodie bag. You have over $30 of product. There'll be make and takes, pillow gifts, door prizes, and then we'll have live demonstrations on February 12th. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And again, all that information you can find on my webpage, and I'll have the description down below or up above if you're watching on Facebook. So the last thing I wanted just to say before we start stamping is this is a perfect time to join my team right now, because through February 28th, so through the celebration this month and next month, when you join, you receive 2 free stamp sets. So the price is $99, free shipping. You receive $125 of product that you get to choose from this new mini catalog and or the annual catalog. Plus you get to pick and choose 2 free stamps. That is really awesome. And I'd love for you to join my team, Rustic Barn Stampers. You can reach out with me if you have any questions. You don't need to sell anything. You just start getting a discount. So after you join, you'll be able to receive a discount on all your crafting supplies. I also wanted to tell you, during celebration, when you place an order, you can place an order from the annual catalog and earn free celebration items. So as I mentioned, we're going to use this stamp set, and happy to have you in my life. Happy Valentine's Day. Some lines. We have hearts, kiss, hug, X and an O, and several hearts with you are cute, text me, love you, hug me, best friends forever. And then a little, some dots here for, and then a smaller one, and 3 sizes of hearts. So a really cute stamp set, and you can use it besides just Valentine's Day. It would also make cute baby cards. And then sweetheart dies, we're going to be using, for this first card, we're going to use the large heart die, the medium size, I call it medium size, and this is a small one. And then for my next card, I'm going to need this. So I'm going to set that aside for that card. And I think I've already taken out the other. There's one more die that I don't have in there. I've already taken out for the second card. The designer series paper is gorgeous. And I think you just really, in the catalog, it's beautiful, but you can't really tell until you really look at it. And we're going to be using some of this beautiful paper for our cards today. Isn't that pretty? And then when you turn it over, you turn them over, you have some stripes. This is in French and English, and maybe even German, it looks like. That says love, love. Or it says love in English. I'm assuming that's what it says. I know in French it says that. I can't read German, and I don't read very much French, but I do know a couple words. All right, so let's set that aside and we can bring in what we need. We're going to be using this beautiful ribbon today. And this is from the new mini catalog. So today I'm not going to give you the measurements, and the reason for that is that I have an ordering special going on right now. So if you place over a $30 order with me, you will receive all the tutorials for the cards that I make this week. And right now that's going to be 7. It might be 8. And you also will receive one of the cards that I make this week, because I'm going to be here today, tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday live for my catalog kickoff. Place over a $50 order with me this week, and you will receive one of the cards that I make, all the tutorials, plus a pack of the iridescent basic jewels, which are beautiful. They are gorgeous. And we're going to use these for our cards today. But when you place that order this week, and that will go through Saturday, January 8th, in order to be part of the ordering special, make sure you use this host code. So you do need to use this host code so I know that you're part of my online ordering. So our card base is Highland Heather. And then we have 2 basic white. One's going to go on the inside of our card and one is going to go on the outside. So we will just add some adhesive and lay this inside our card. And again, you'll be able to have the tutorials will have the measurements, the supplies, the directions, and pictures. And then I'm going to go ahead and add this to the front of our card. And get that lined up the best I can. One thing I like about the liquid glue, you can move that if you need to. And then I'm using this designer series paper that has French for love you and German and English. Or maybe just love. Place that right here. We are going to do some stamping a little bit. And then I'm going to bring in this designer series paper with the hearts, and we're going to place that about in, maybe not quite in the middle. And I need to get this gunk off my glue bottle. Because we wouldn't be stamping if we didn't have ink on our fingers or glue, right? Then I'm going to place this about right here. So just a little bit below half. And then I'm going to bring in Highland Heather cardstock and the striped designer series paper. And since these are small and I don't want to have glue on my work surface, I'm going to bring in the silicone craft sheet and add some adhesive. And there we go. And I could pop that right up here, but I'm going to use dimensionals on my cards that we're going to stamp in just a second and add to our card and our sentiment. Sometimes I stamp first, but today I decided to put the card together and then we will do our stamping. So I'm going to place that over on the left. And then I'm going to bring in our stamps that we're going to need. And we're going to use our Memento Tuxedo Black. We're going to be using Polished Pink, Real Red, and Highland Heather. And I have a couple of scraps of paper. I'm going to go ahead and stamp the sentiment first. And happy to have you in my life. And I am going to clean that off because I'm going to need that later. But that's the only thing in the Tuxedo Black. I'll lay that aside. And then I'm going to open up the Highland Heather And I am going to use what I call the medium size. And I'm going to stamp 2 of those. And notice that they're kind of shaded, so there's a little bit lighter on this side than on the left, and that's supposed to be that way. That is all of the Highland Heather that we need. The real red. So I'm using the colors that are in the designer series paper. Ink up a large real red and stamp this. And then we're going to do one in polished pink. And I actually wanted to do that large one in polished pink. So we're going to come back with the large one. And I'm going to stamp off. So that means I'm going to stamp over here. And then I'm going to stamp there because I wanted the pink. I want to do the small and the red. It wouldn't matter. I mean, you could do, I could have left it red. It's just that I already have these die cut out to save time. So I wanted them to match what I said. So I'm going to stamp that right there in the red. And I'm going to do that again because I didn't feel like I got a real good impression. There we go. And because these are the photopolymer, I could have easily went ahead and used a little bit of a cushion. I have a mat that makes it a little bit easier, but I didn't go ahead and pull that out today, but I can grab it if I need to as we go along. So then in our dies, we have our dies that will die cut out each of these hearts through our cut in the boss machine. So I have already done that. And we have 1 red, 2 purple, and our polished pink that was stamped off. And then our sentiment. We can just go ahead and cut around our sentiment. And I try to turn the card and not the scissors. So more, I mean, you do have to turn the scissors some too. And then I'm going to take this ribbon and make it into a bow, which I have already done. And let's bring our card back and let's go ahead and finish putting this together. And I'm going to bring in dimensionals because we want to add dimensionals and pop up our hearts. So I'm going to put 2. Actually, I think I'm going to put 3 on our large heart. And I'll take those backings off. And we'll place that right up here. And then I'm just going to put 1 dimensional on the middle, medium size, I guess, the medium size. And so there isn't any dimensional here because I'm going to lay it against my polished pink that is already popped up. And I'm going to do the same with the next one I stamped in Highland Heather. I'm going to put my dimensional at the more at the bottom of the heart. And then I'm going to kind of turn that like this. And Then we have our real red. And I'm going to put a dimensional right there. And then we're going to pop up our sentiment. Now this layout you could use with any stamp set. So if you have some designer series paper or pattern paper and a stamp set, you could use the same layout. And I'm going to put my bow right here, and I am going to, and I'm going to bring in a couple of glue dots. I like to always put 2 glue dots on the back of my bows. I just think, especially if I mail a card, I feel that it's going to go through the mail and not come off. And now we want to bring in some of our new iridescent rhinestone basic jewels. And these are gorgeous. I don't know if you can, how well you can see them. They sparkle, sparkle. And then I'm going to bring in my take your pick tool. Use that putty in. And I am going to put a couple up here. And here is our first card. Happy to have you in my life. And again, you can use this layout with a stamp set that you already own and some designer series paper. Let me know if you like this card. We have one more card to make. So let me switch gears. And bring in what we need for the next card. Hi, Jenny. Good to see you. We just made a card and we're going to make a second card. And I'm using the Sweet Conversations stamp set. And our card base is going to be real red. So, and card base is 8.5 by 5.5. And we're just going to fold that in half. And as I mentioned, I'm not going to give all the measurements today because I have an ordering special where you can place an order with me and you can receive all of the tutorials I'm going to be doing this week. And right now that's 7. And I have 2 basic white layers that are the same. I have a scrap of basic white. We have some designer series paper and real red cardstock. And this time I'm going to add the linen thread. So if you do not have linen thread, that's something that I think all crafters need to add in their stash. And we're going to use the same sentiment we did on our first card, but we're also going to add love you on our inside layer. So I'm going to bring in real red ink. And I'm going to ink up our love you. So this card that I'm making, it could be a Valentine's card, but because of the sentiment that I'm using, I'm happy to have you in my life, it could be sent anytime. And now I'm going to go ahead and we will adhere this layer inside of our card base. So we'll add some liquid glue. All right, and now we're ready to add our a layer of basic white to the front of our card base. And I'll get that straight as I can. Press that down. So I'm going to be using the same layout, only I'm using different designer series paper. It's still from the Sweet Talk. So it's the one with all the hearts on it, and it has a stripe on the other side. We use this side on our first card. This card's going to be a bit different. Similar but different. Because I want you to see how you can change things a little bit. Let me get that over to the left a little bit. All right, I'm going to bring in that silicone craft sheet. I'm going to lay this aside for a second. And I'm going to bring in this real red, and I'm going to adhere the same designer series paper that we're using on the front of the card. I'm going to use on the real red layer. I like that, Jenny. Yes, that's what happens when you watch these videos. Then you realize, oh, I think I might need that. It happens to all of us. And today is the first day of ordering, so that is pretty awesome. I want to make sure I get this straight on there. Then we're going to use some twine. So on this piece here, we're going to wrap some twine around. And I'm going to wrap it around, maybe 3 times. So I need a little bit more. I could measure, but I just kind of we'll see if we have enough to make a bow. And then I wrapped it around 3 times, and then we're going to make a bow. I'm kind of pulling it a little bit tight because I don't want it real tight, but I want the twine that's wrapped around there. And then I'm going to lay this aside right now because I want to add our sentiment on there. So I'm going to bring in our basic white and our memento. And I am going to stamp "Happy to have you in my life." And then I'm going to bring in this die. And we are going to die cut this out. Actually, I probably could have brought in the mini, but I already have this one ready to go. So I have plate 1, plate 2, and plate 3. And then I'm going to lay this right here and use a little sticky note. Then I'm going to grab my scrap of real red and lay here, and I'm going to be die cutting these hearts out. So when I die cut these hearts out, they're going to be 4 individual ones, which is pretty fun. So I'm just going to run this through. Set that aside. And let me show you what you have. you are going to have 4 hearts, which you can use on a card. But then you have these individual hearts, and we're going to use 2 of these on our card today. And of course, you get 4. So I'll have 2 that I can use on another card. How fun is that? And then I'm going to take the sticky notes off. And here's our little label. Happy to have you in my life. I'm going to bring back our red cardstock and our designer series paper and the twine. And before I finish this bow, I want to take one end of the twine and I want to put it through my little label here. And now I am ready to make a bow. And I could go ahead, and I think I will, just to make sure that it stays on better, is I'm going to tie like a little knot in that. And then I'm going to make my bow. And then I can just hold the middle of that bow and pull and get my bow like I want it to. Snip that off, and you've got like a little bow. And if you want to make it a little bit smaller, you still can. And I can snip these ends off later. Okay, so let's bring our card back, because now we are ready to bring in some more designer series paper. And this is Blushing Bride is the color, and this is the back side of it. But we're going to use the more plain to have a contrast with our more busier paper. So I'm going to add some adhesive, and then we are going to place that, and I think this time maybe more in the middle, but right here. And it's going to line up on each side of our designer series paper. Make sure I get it straight. Now I'm going to bring in our sentiment and this layering piece. And I want to add some glue kind of like right between the twine, because I want that to stay. You could pop this piece up. You certainly could. And I'm going to place it over on the left, just like I did on the first card that I made. And you could put your bow could be up higher, it could be down, you know, you could have it wherever that you want it to be. And then I'm going to bring in, whoop, sorry about that, the little hearts. And I'm going to just get rid of some of that paper there. And then I am just going to lay my heart right over a glue dot. Press that down so then I can pick up the glue dot. And I am going to put that at the bottom of my sentiment. I'm going to add one more. So I'm taking the heart, I'm going to press it right on one of the glue dots. And add it right there. Bring in those beautiful iridescent rhinestones. And then I'm going to put 1, 2, 3. So let's look at this card. Happy to have you in my life. Love you. This could be sent anytime. It doesn't have to be Valentine's Day, right? I'm glad you like it, Jenny. So let's look at both cards. This is the first card that I made. Happy to have you in my life. And this is the second one. So they're both made with the same layout, only they look different. I added a little twine here and I did a different with the label. So let me know which one that you like. Do you like the Highland Heather the best, or do you like the Real Red? And again, you could use this with any stamp set. That you have. So you could use that, the layout with any stamp set and designer series paper that you have. And again, I'm going to be live tomorrow. Not sure of the time, as I mentioned earlier, but I will be live on Thursday at 1 p.m. Central Time and Friday 1 p.m. Central Time, because this is my catalog kickoff. And I have an ordering special. If you place an order with me over $30, you will receive all of the tutorials for the 7 cards that I'm going to make this week, and it might be 8, and one of the cards that I'm making during my catalog kickoff. Jenny, I'm glad that you like that second one that we made the best. But, and I know you like Highland Heather, it's one of your favorite colors, right? Also, if you place an order with me over $50, you will receive a package of iridescent rhinestones and a card that I have made this week, plus all the tutorials that I am using this week on my cards. But you do need to use that host code that I showed you, and it will be in the description, whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, please consider subscribing by clicking that subscribe button. I really appreciate it and helps me grow my channel and bring you videos. And if you're on Facebook, please give me a like. I appreciate that. Thank you for watching, and I will see you sometime tomorrow. So watch for the notification. Check my Facebook page out, rusticbarncards.com. I will post then what time I'll be on, but I definitely will be on Thursday at 1 p.m. Central and Friday 1 p.m. Central to share more cards and more new products with you. Thank you for watching. I'm Terry Hartley at Rustic Barn Cards, and have a great day.